Tell you what, it's been terrible, hasn't it, the last 5 games or so? Really bad. Another shocking performance from Wolves. Another performance in London where we get nothing. Under Nuno, like we used to do well at West Ham. I remember the Traore one. I remember beating them in lockdown when Neto scored that wonder volley. But God, something's got to change. I mean, we're going to be okay this season. We know that. And that was the objective. With how messy our summer was, we were going to be okay. But come on, man. Gary O'Neill, don't get too comfortable because it's going to come back to bite you if you do. The formation change today was unnecessary, really. I know it was a bit flat against Burnley and Palace, but away at West Ham, playing a 5 at the back is what you've got to do. They had a good win on Thursday. We should have been the much fresher side, and we just wasn't. The big news was Sarr was injured, so Bentley come back in, and on Bentley, he'd done really well in his previous little cameo when he took over Sarr in the Burnley and Arsenal games, but today he was at fault for 2 of the goals for me. Should have done way better for the first goal, and it was way easy for Bowen to slot the one past him for the last goal too. So poor performance from him. Toti Gomez was awful at left back, got a booking. He probably could have been sent off. He was just all over the players, constantly fouling people. He was shocking. Dawson was sloppy as well. He kept giving the ball away. Kilman was okay, but yeah, really bad performances in there. Bellegarde, my life. He was playing in one of the midfield three. He was getting battered all over the place. And let's be honest, that number 5 probably should have been sent off. VAR checked it, didn't even give him a booking. That probably should have been a sending off. And on another day, they'd give it. But I'm not going to say it because VAR are always never giving us any decisions. But Bellegarde, for the 1 goal, he fanned it out of a header. And I think it was the first one. He fanned it out of a header off our corner when it dropped him on the edge of the box. And then they resulted in them getting the goal. So he was awful. I think the only positive person up front for us was Cunha. He was trying to make things happen. He was running at Hwang, I didn't even know he was on the pitch. Completely non-existent. Didn't even know he was on. Sarabia was shocking as well. Really bad. He had a lot of the ball. Didn't do much with it. Whenever we counter-attack, he's too slow. He's too weak. He had that one free kick right at the end, which was Wolves in a nutshell on the day, and he ballooned it out. His corners are awful as well. He hardly beats the first man. So yeah, shocking from Gary O'Neill. At half-time as well, when we were 2... Was it 2 at half-time? I think it was. Yeah, it was 2 at half-time. How Gary O'Neill didn't think, oh, let's make a change here, I'll never know. What the hell's he thinking? Oh yeah, this is all right, let's carry on. Although we did get a goal with the same team on, so maybe it would have justified his decision. But Sarabia was in an offside position. Look, it's really tight. At first glance, I did think it was offside, but the amount of time they had to check it was ridiculous. And you knew if it's a tight one, Wolves are not going to get it. Yeah, poor from Sarabia. He's got to stay onside in that position. And that would give us a chance to get something out of the game, which we would not have deserved. But yeah, awful, 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 all round again. And we've got to book our ideas up. Absolutely, the players today did not look harsh. They did not look bothered. It looked like they just rocked up to the stadium knowing they were going to lose, just get the 90 minutes out of the way and go home with a loss. That's how it felt. And we can't be like that. We've got to try and get as many wins as we can, push up towards, get well away from the relegation zone. I think we're going to be fine, but we've got to get well away from it. Gary O'Neill, man, like he's had a really good bounce back after that Ipswich game, but he's in a bit of danger of really alienating the Wolves fans again with some of these substitutions and tactical selections. He got booked as well as today, didn't he? So just on Sasha Kalajic, why is he not coming on? Fabio Silva, we know, is going to be gone in January, but even he may as well have brought him on. Especially when we're 3-0 down, even at 2-0 down. But Sasa Kalajic, I think it's a shame because I really like him, but I don't think O'Neill fancies him in our system, does he? I don't think he thinks he can do it, even though he's come on twice this year and got us 2 vital winners. So very bizarre some of O'Neill's decisions. Obviously, he's got a lot of good things. He's done a lot of good things for us, but he's done a lot of very poor things for me. And again, substitutions, very bizarre. Bringing Doherty on as well, and Doyle. Why not whack some strikers on? We're 3-0 down, for God's sake. Anyway, Chelsea Christmas Eve next week. We need a miracle. We really do. Comment your thoughts down below after a bizarre, shocking performance. And I'll catch you all next video. Very depressing Sunday. Cheers, Mr. O'Neill, for that.